Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kat. Sorry for the glare in my glasses, but unfortunately the light, the ring light leaves glare in your glasses. Thing I guess you can't avoid. I think, and this has like glare proof protection on it, or they're glare proof glasses or whatever, but that's not what this video is about. Today we are going to be swatching, demoing, looking at the Tarte Icey Betch Palette. I did pick it up. This is the palette that everyone went crazy for last year when Tarte did their April Fool's Day joke, and the joke was on them kind of because everyone wanted that palette, and a bunch of indie brands came out with palettes that were either bundles or they did their own version of the palette. I remember I bought from, I think it was Face Candy, or the other brand that's big on Shop Hush. I bought from one of them, one of the knockoff palettes, and I really do like this color scheme, so I was kind of excited when they said they were releasing it. Right now I know there seems to be a lot of blue palettes, but that's kind of how trends go. If you notice, brands, excuse me, once the trend for whatever the season is kind of set, everyone's gonna be releasing palettes in the same color scheme. So, this, originally was just on Tarte.com because I had to get it on Tarte.com, but I see it's in like on Sephora's website, and I think Ulta also, like anywhere you can get Tarte, you can get this now. So this is what the unicarton looks like. You get a highlighter and 9 eyeshadows. The only thing that annoys me is this eyeshadow right here, and they took out one of the eyeshadows that I was really kind of interested in. I guess the closest thing I can compare it to that it looked like was Jeffree Star's Mint Tea, kind of like a really light minty green color, and they didn't put that in the palette. Now, for $25, you are getting a good deal. You get a good amount of product. You're getting 5 grams or 0.177 ounces in the highlighter, and then you're getting 0.9 grams per shadow, or 0.032 ounces, and there's 9 shadows, like I said. So the total grammage is 8.1 grams of total of shadow, or in ounces you're getting 0.288 ounces. So the first thing, I haven't worn this. I have worn the highlighter, which I like. So the first thing that I've noticed that kind of annoys me is the front of the packaging. It is very beautiful. You have this holographic print, but I thought it was gonna be more like the Smashbox Hood and Hoodwitch collection that just came out, the crystallized collection. Actually, let me get that highlighter to show you guys. Okay, I'm back. So I thought the packaging was going to be more like this, where it's a physical crystals coming out of the packaging. I mean, these are just, it's just plastic. But it looks prettier, I think, with this actual crystal packaging versus having this sticker on it. But I'm sure that probably would have jacked the price up on the packaging. And then when you open it, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 shimmers, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes, and a highlighter. You do get a nice mirror, and it does have that vanilla scent, which doesn't bother me, but I do know some people it drives nuts. This is what the palette looks like, and let's swatch it. And I'll describe the colors to you if you see me looking looking down. It's at my notebook. Excuse me, let me just get a sip of my trusty vitamin water. I love the spicy little kick after in that. Okay, so let me, of course, I just freaking lost. Okay, so the palette is vegan and cruelty free, which is awesome. It's $24, which is also awesome. I said the amount of shadow you get. You're basically, if you broke each pan down, you're paying $2.50 per pan. And okay, so on Tarte.com they describe it as a icy toned palette. Let me move over a little. My cat is sitting, focus, my cat is sitting right on the bed, and that's why the camera's in a little bit of a different direction, but I actually kind of like it, so maybe we'll keep it. Alright, so they have all the names are colors are people's names, and the highlighter is Regina, and they say it's a peachy ivory highlight. That's okay. Color that's what it looks like. And then swatched. It is very pretty. I don't know if I see peach in it. To me, it just looks like a more like ivory gold kind of highlighter. But that's what the swatch looks like. And of course, I can't wear... Okay, there are my paper towels. Okay, perfect. All right, so we have... Okay, the color underneath it is Vivian, which is described as a matte sea blue. Very nice, not chalky or patchy at all. Very nice, very nice. Because blues and greens and cooler tone colors are harder to do than warmer toned colors. I think that's also maybe another reason that warm tone palettes are done more than cool tone palettes. The next color we have is Aria and Cheryl, which are the other two bottom ones. Trying not to blind you guys. So Aria and Cheryl. Aria is an indigo shimmer, and Cheryl is a blue shimmer. They just have it down as okay. Very pretty. I like that dark navy blue. So that is Aria and Cheryl. Very pretty colors, and they are swatching nice, but swatches really don't tell you anything. They just tell you what the color is. You can tell a little from a swatch, but again, I focus on me. The best way to tell the best way to tell a shadow if it's gonna work is by putting it on the eyeballs. Okay, so we have Blair and Miranda. Blair is a midnight blue with silver glitter, and Miranda is an emerald green shimmer. So that is these two colors, Blair and Miranda. The Blair color is the midnight blue with silver in it, and that's this color right here. And then Miranda, which is an emerald shimmer green. That's what it looks like. I'm just gonna do one more because my finger didn't pick up a lot of pigment. So that's what Miranda looks like. Then we have, the rest are all mattes. We have Becky and Georgina. So Becky and Georgina is this middle row. Georgina is Becky is a matte turquoise, and Georgina is a matte teal. Those look promising. Ooh, the matte teal looks really nice, and it is. And then we have the matte teal and the matte turquoise. So that is the teal, that is the turquoise. On camera and on the wrist, they look a little different, but on camera they look the same. And then let's do the last two colors, which is okay, sorry. It's Heather, which is a matte baby blue, and the matte white is Veronica. So that is this last row, Veronica, and I just said it. My gosh, Veronica and Heather. Both mattes, both lighter colors. And for some people, this is not a standalone palette. For me, I can use it as a standalone palette. So that's the matte white, and then the matte baby blue. That kind of looks like it has to be built up, but the swatches aren't bad. So let's put this makeup on my face and see, just do a little demo. I don't know, I don't have any specific look planned out. Okay, let me put my glasses on and move this in. Whoa, that's just a little too, that should be good. So we can look at this makeup together, guys. So I'm gonna put my highlight on first because I feel naked without my highlighter. So let's go with the highlighter. Again, to me it seems more of like a gold undertone than peach. I don't really see peach when I put it on, and it's buildable, so you can make it, you know, just a little bit shimmery, or you can make it very blinding like I like. And the vanilla smell, you don't smell it once you put the powder on your face. At least I don't. And see, that's another annoying thing. I wish they put the shimmer, one of the shimmers, under the highlight, because you're going to be getting that shimmer into the highlight, or I mean, the shimmer from the highlight into the matte color. I did prime my eyes with my Urban Decay primer potion, like I always do. I think that's fair to do the same as I would always do my eye makeup. Let me grab some brushes. Okay, so I'm going to take that really bright blue color and put that in the crease right here and see. Okay, when you first put it on, it's not horrible, but I thought it would be a little more brighter, but I think it can be built up. But that's a good thing, because I know that these colors can be intimidating to people. A lot of people think of like Mimi from the Drew Carey show. Okay, I'm gonna do one more layer. Okay, very nice. These blend out really easily, which I like about Tarte shadows, is they do blend out very nicely. I think this is part of the Amazonian clay collection, or no, it doesn't say. It just says Tarte High Performance Naturals, Icey Betch Eye and Cheek palette. Yeah, it doesn't say if it's, I don't think it's part of the Amazonian collection. Oops. So that is what the blue looks like. I thought it would be a little brighter than what it actually, what am I saying? It's, yeah, I think from the swatch, I thought it would be just a tad bit brighter, but it's not the end of the world. Let's try one more layer and see if just now packing the color on. Okay, actually, I spoke too soon. So you definitely can play with the intensity of the color, which is good, because I know some people maybe don't want as an intense, you know, crease color, but I do. If I'm gonna wear color, I'm gonna go all the way. For the lid color, I'm going to go with, what am I gonna go with? I'm going to go with the blue right there. Or actually, no, the dark blue right there. I'm gonna go for that on the lid. And I just have my not my Tarte, I have my Urban Decay Primer Potion on, like I said. And I'm just gonna start by patting this on. So far, I have not gotten any fallout, which is good. In the pan, of course, you know, there's always a little kickback. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. My allergies are bothering me. That's why my voice is a little more hoarse than normal. This blue is really pretty. Okay. And so far it seems the best way to apply the shimmers is to pat them on. Some shimmers work better like with a swiping motion. These shimmers are not those shimmers. These work well being patted on, and I haven't gotten any fallout, which is awesome. I can't wait for my Jeffree Star concealer to get here. I was only able to get one of the colors I wanted, and the powder I want is sold out. I might brave it and go to the Morphe store to see if they have it in stock there. But okay, so that's what one eye looks like. It's a demo. I don't have it cleaned up the best, but that's what this bright that bright blue and this blue I used on this eye. Let me just change the camera around a little because the way I'm sitting is killing me and I don't want to disturb my cat. So hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back in my place I normally sit at. Sorry, I was just crouching over before to do the makeup, but let's try that really light blue and see what happens with that. I want to see if that shows up at all. Is it like a transition color? Because this color, it's very, very light. And I don't set my primer with concealer, with powder when I'm doing my eye looks. Okay, so that's one layer. You can kind of sort of see it. It looks like a very light gray. Maybe it's more of like a mixing color to use, not sure. Let's go and put another layer in. And then, maybe let's try that other bright blue over this and see if it changes the color. So this bright blue right next to it, we used the one above it on the other eye. Let's see if this looks any different. Because I feel like you could use this as a standalone palette, but I would probably bring in a few other greens or blues that I have, because I just feel like these colors, well, I don't know, this gray is changing up this blue, so it's not looking the same as the one above it, because in the swatches they didn't look identical on my arm, but when I was looking in the camera and saw it on the monitor, it looked very similar. So that is what, okay, yeah, definitely putting that gray color in changed it up. So that's good to know. So that's why I like to always play with like as many of the shadows as I can, because I like to show you guys that you can, you know, change the color of your shadows just by mixing them. And I went to art school, I went to Fashion Institute of Technology, I have a design in accessory design, so I do know about color theory and all that stuff. I did have to take a class in it. Okay, so that is what the crease looks like so far. I'm so greasy. I didn't put any powder on. I was just so excited to film this. And I had chocolate on my face. How long was that there? That's attractive. Okay, I'm gonna go for that kind of green color and see what does that look like on the eye. It reminds me a little of that Nomad Cosmetics green that I was wearing in the last video that I showed you. A little bit. It doesn't have the duochrominess that the Nomad Cosmetics one does. Again, no fallout at all with these colors, which usually with blues I do get fallout. That's why I didn't do my base makeup at all, because I thought I was going to get fallout everywhere. And it's nice to know that you don't get fallout from this palette. And it's actually been a little more versatile than I thought it would be. I also bought that, what is it, Good Vibes and High Tide palette. I think that this palette would work well with it too, if you wanted to, you know, put some like actual glittery sparkle in and make it just a little more intense. I think those two palettes would play off each other nice. So that's what the two looks look like so far. I want to do something. Let me get a smaller brush. I just want to put this matte white in the corner on one eye and just see what it looks like. Okay, she is definitely pigmented. And again, you could also use the white to kind of change the colors up if you want to make them more pastel. So that is the white matte in the inner corner, and then I want to do the only shimmer I haven't used is this blue. I want to do that in the inner corner. So let me grab another brush. That'll do. Okay. Since this eye has got the more loud makeup on, makes more sense to put this blue into the inner corner. Very pretty. And I like the highlight on this. Usually, sometimes when they do like a highlighter in a Tarte palette, the highlighter can be a flop, but I'm a fan of it. It does work well with the shadows because you could do it on the brow bone. Let me show you guys. Let me grab a flat pencil to... Okay, so let's put on the highlighter just on the brow bone. So it's very pretty. You can use it as a brow bone highlight, inner corner highlight. We'll do it on the other brow bone too. Okay, so that is my demo plain swatches with the Tarte Icey Betch palette. I do like it. It is a lot more versatile than I thought it was going to be. I thought the colors were going to look all the same. There's no fallout, which is amazing. You can play around with the colors, and I kind of like that they gave you those light colors to go with the dark colors. The shimmer is not on wet, and I think it looks really good. I really like this palette. For $24, yeah, you can't go wrong. I definitely think Tarte messed up by, teasing everyone with this palette, and I hope they learned a lesson that people like color, and yeah, that wasn't funny, and that they should have came out with this palette a little faster, and I kind of wish it was the exact one that they showed plus that highlighter. I think that I would have really been happy with, but I am happy with what they came out with. And again, the only drawback I really had was I thought like the outside art would have been more, but for $25 I really can't complain. It's packaging. You're not buying it for the packaging, you're buying it for the product inside, and the product inside is really good. And yeah, Tarte, you did good with this palette. You didn't do good with the joke, but I'm glad you guys did come out with a version of the Icey Betch. I think you guys should do an Icey Betch Volume 2 and do it exactly like the one you did in the April Fool's joke, because everyone really wants that one. So thank you so much, guys, for watching today's video. I just wanted to play with this really badly. And yeah, we'll definitely do, I want to do like maybe like a battle of all the blue eyeshadow palettes that are out right now, because I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Tarte copied Jeffree Star with the Blue Blood palette, and no way in hell that happened because of manufacturing times and stuff. Tarte definitely did not copy Jeffree Star and his Blue Blood palette. It was just a coincidence that a bunch of palettes just all at once got released. But thank you so much for watching. I will leave all the information down below of, no, I didn't use any other products. So, yeah, if there's anything important, I always put it in the information box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, YouTube. So have a good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night, YouTube. Bye.